For better, for worse. Those words from the marriage vows suggest you cannot predict what will happen in a marriage, or when you enter hospital for surgery, or when you take a group of 8 on a regional tour for 11 days.
This whole experience of this tour has definitely changed me. Definitely changed me. I'm not coming back the same person that left.
This is where the story really begins.
No,
Well, I had prostate cancer 6 years ago, and it's a fairly traumatic thing for a man, and I dealt with the trauma actually by finally writing a play. We're now taking the play interstate for the first time. We're going to South Australia, and it's a very, very demanding tour. It's about 9 shows in 9 days. I can't wait to get there, actually.
This means something to me. It's important. I'm doing a play about cancer. I'm getting to act on stage. How often you get paid for doing stage? I want to work. That's the main reason I'm on this tour.
This is Margot, that's right.
And we spoke on the phone, wasn't it?
And that's Alan.
Hello.
Hello, Alan. And
It is important that we all have a better understanding of the health issues, and especially this one about prostate cancer. The play For Better, for Worse is for everyone to see, and I think it's important that all generations come along.
What are you doing?
If you're not going to live that long, you better make the best use of the time we've got left.
Des, I'm trying to dry my nails.
I didn't have that cigarette. The smell must have gone by now.
Des, we've already done it tonight. Des, we've already done it tonight.
That was just a warm-up.
All right, but be quick.
I don't want to be quick. I want you to respond.
I'm responding.
Lord, I'd rather have a fag. Hang on, Mr. Rowland. What's a biopsy?
Well, it's all explained in the pamphlet.
I'm no good at reading pamphlets.
Ah, well, all right. Well, a needle biopsy involves taking samples from the prostate for analysis by the pathologist. Now, the best way to do that is through the bowel, which is why your GP and I examined you that way. Now, an instrument will be inserted in the back passage that will feel a bit like a torch.
After that, I'll need a reball.
What you have to do is weigh up the pros and cons. And as I said to you, involve everyone in the family in this, because cancer affects the whole family.
You're my dad, and I love you. And I'm selfish. You know, I don't care if you end up with 4 legs and half a face, Dad. You do anything. Just don't die on me.
yes, it was just wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you're very welcome.
On 95 K.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the time. Cheers, cheers, boys.
Yep.
Good to see you, Rodders.
Thanks for coming, buddy.
Okay, we had this 12-seater bus, and perfectly on this country road. Hoppy was ahead in the van.
A million miles from everything.
Right, well, this is an almighty bang, right? Bevan's driving. I think it's a blowout. Pull over. Petrol. Like, not just pouring out of the tank. The tyres ripped to shreds. The back tyre's gone. There's a huge hole in the petrol tank. And we're out in the middle of nowhere. Like, you know, it's like roos and emus bouncing past. That'll do. Alright, cool. How many acres does it take to change a tyre?
Yes,
I can't follow the script. Six to make the drinks and one to ring the mechanic. How's that, mate? All right?
Not too much spin.
Take that out of the van. Down there means we've got 2 hours to park here.
Oh, right.
And I stuck some money in the meter for you.
Thanks very much,
Okay?
mate. Very kind of you.
No worries.
We were waiting for Hoppy to come back.
Yeah.
But he didn't because there was a choice of roads. So he got to this town and he thought, well, there's no point going back looking for him because they might have taken the other road and I'll miss them. So he waited. He's getting worried, like an hour and a half, and he's going, God, what's happened? So finally a farmer comes along and you.
This is the evidence.
Top of the leaf spring came off, broke off, punctured the tyre, bent the shock absorber, and went straight through the petrol tank.
I've never been so glad to see anyone in my life.
Us too, Hoppy.
Right, it's cool. You've been through absolute agony, but try sitting at a place where you can do absolutely nothing.
And you hear your own footsteps.
And you're out of mobile range.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
right. That's right.
Absolutely
What have you been doing?
nothing you can do. Eileen, state of play. We're hiring a bus from where we are, which means we should leave in about 10 minutes, 2 o'clock. Just alert them to the fact as to what's happened so they're not panicking. Well, we're doing the panicking for them. That we will get there by 7, and it may have a late curtain up, but at least we'll do a show for them.
Cheers. All the comforts of home, air conditioning, fresh running water, a new driver, and the chums are once again on the road.
There it is, pick 518.
At this point, we're 2 shows for the South Australian tour. I can't tell you how relieved I am at the fact that we did that show at Jamestown when it virtually seemed an impossibility to do it. The impact of a no-show would be massive. And I didn't realise how massive until we actually did the show, and I realised how many heavies were there from the various departments, etc., that were supporting the whole tour. I think if we'd had a no-show, whatever reason, it would have put a real dampener on the whole tour.
Now, hang on. I can't see from here. Vehicle! I'm on C. I'm on D. I'm on D.
Adelaide, A, B, C, D, E, E.
Margot got my C.
Hoppy has enough trouble remembering his name, so I'm not about to confront him with a South African accent. Although, if the audience really shat me one night, I mean, if they were all...
Who would you play in the South African accent?
Oh, the doctor.
Oh, okay.
You would be absolutely, listen, I've got some bad news for you, I'm afraid. I've got the results of your tests, white boy, and you're fucking over. It's all over, Red Rover. The good news is, I'm stooping your missus and the nurse.
That bed where we fought, over the bedclothes, the snoring, the farting. Yes, the farting. I mean, it's a wonder your dad had any prostate left. He should have...
Use the word. I am impotent. Bring it out in the open. Don't whisper it. I'm not the man I was, but I am the man I'm going to be. And from what I gather, I nearly was the man that wasn't going to be. So, life without sex might be difficult, but sex without life is impossible. You said something about an injection.
Yes, it's called prostaglandin. You inject it directly into the penis.
If I go to all the trouble of sticking a needle into the old fella, you likely to turn on a headache or roll over and go to sleep?
I can see him as a person who has been through a lot in his life and is prepared to be there for others when they're going through really difficult time in their life as well. Makes it all seem so human.
Top there, does it?
by people coming along to the play, enjoy a good night, and then the forum afterwards, where there may be questions asked that they've been wanting to know for a long, long time, and here's someone else. I think it'll be fantastic. And who knows, it might save health, it might save on marriages, it could save in lots of areas.
Prostate cancer is an emotional issue, and I noticed in the play what was presented was it affected the whole family. They reviewed how they related to each other, they reviewed what was important in their lives, and I think that process takes place, and part of that is how they relate to each other.
You know, this impact that this play has out there on not only on my life and the actors, but on this wider community, and then all the travelling and how many people is touched by this.
Well, you saved my life when you done the men's health night at Oyen Club.
Oyen, that one?
Yeah, that one.
That was a great night. There were 300 fellas there.
Yep.
And you were one of them.
And I was one of them, and I went to the doctor a couple of days later with another bit of a complaint, and the doctor must have been at the men's health night, and he sent us all down to the pathologist for blood tests.
Yeah, blood test, yeah.
I reckon there was about 20 blokes in there the morning I went in for a blood test.
Is that right?
We all had blood tests, and mine come back positive, and then from there I went and the doctor asked me what I wanted to do, and I said, oh well, see a specialist for a start off, which he recommended. Been a specialist, and he recommended surgery, radical surgery, and I took his advice. And, about 6 months ago, I went back to my specialist in Bendigo, and I got the all clear. My reading
wonderful.
is exactly 0. Or not exactly 0 because I don't go that low.
That's
You should
right.
know, 0.01 or something, and that was it.
Good on you, buddy. Well,
Yeah.
we're quits now.
We're quits.